National Smile Month's product per day was Growing Smiles. Today we're going to look at the Xylimelt range and Xyligel. Now, again, who, what, where, when and why. So, who are Xylimelts for? Xylimelts are for anybody that suffers from dry mouth symptoms, now either short or long term. It relieves the sticky sort of dryness of the mouth and the throat by lubricating and moisturising the mouth with xylitol. Now, you may suffer from dry mouth symptoms from the result of medication. You might have diabetes, things like Sjogren's syndrome, if you're undergoing cancer therapy, maybe menopausal, stress can cause dry mouth, gastric reflux can cause dry mouth. So lots of things can cause dry mouth, and that's who these are really focused at. So what actually are they? Well, you can see they are little discs, and what they do is they stick to the gum to relieve dry mouth symptoms. So if I can take that out of the way, these are the little discs. They're white on one side, and this is the adherence, this natural adherence that sticks actually against the gum. So they are made with xylitol, and that stimulates the saliva flow. And they slowly release about 500 milligrams of xylitol during a period of sort of 4 to 6 hours. At night, if you're using them during the day, roughly about 2 to 4 hours. But it's the continuous release of xylitol over that period of time that actually makes them so effective. And they come in either mint-free or mild mint. As I say, they're all a natural product. So where do you actually place these? Well, let me show you here. If you can see on here, what you do is you put the brown bit up over the gum, just across against a molar, just if you sort of are aiming at the roots of your molars teeth. And you literally hold it there for about 10 seconds. Just leave it for 10 seconds to adhere, to stick. And then it'll slowly connect to its maximum stickiness within about a minute or two. And they won't move, they really won't move. And they coat and then lubricate over a matter of hours to help keep your mouth moist. And we're getting really, really good feedback from these little discs. So when do you want to use them? Well, you can use them during the day, you can use them at night time. They do last for hours, as I say, moisturising and coating the mouth. Roughly, ballpark figures, sort of 4 to 6 hours at night time use, 2 to 4 hours during the day. Most people will be able to manage with one on one side of their mouth. Some people who have incredibly dry mouths will find that they need to put one on either side of their mouth to actually relieve the symptoms. So we usually suggest trying one first. If that's working for you, great. If not, try one on either side, opposite sides of the mouth, opposite on the outside against the molars. So that is those there. So why would you even want to think about these? Well, dry mouth relief is so, so important. If you've ever woken in the morning with your mouth sandpapery, sticky, your tongue sticking to the roof of your mouth, many of us get a dry mouth thing going on first thing in the morning. But if your mouth is like that all the time and you can't get any relief, these make a great alternative to carrying a bottle of water around all day, and actually really do work. The other thing about these, because it's xylitol helps to reduce your risk of tooth decay. The minty freshness of them helps to freshen your breath. But because when your mouth is dry, you get a thicker, more tenacious plaque biofilm, that can be problematic in itself because it makes it harder to keep your teeth clean. That increases your risk of both tooth decay and gum disease, as well as if your mouth is very dry, you're more likely to get frictional trauma. So if you're wearing a partial denture or something like that, and it starts to rub, if you've got no lubrication, it can make it actually really quite a nasty sore part of your mouth, which is why it's so good for when people are undergoing things like cancer therapy. Because it neutralises acids, it also helps if anybody suffers from gastric reflux or at high risk of acid erosion. So lots of reasons why you might want to consider Xylimelts. So today, Growing Smiles product of the day for National Smile Month are Xylimelts dry mouth discs. The other thing you may want to look at is the dry mouth gel, which is very new to the Xylimelts range, the Xyligel. Use it basically the same way, only just a little blob of that. Put it in your finger, put it in your mouth, and actually spread it around with your tongue. Works exactly the same way. helps to coat, lubricate and stimulate saliva flow, neutralizes acids and reduces the plaque buildup in your mouth. So it comes in either a trial size that you might like to try, or in a larger gel size, this one here. So there you go. National Smile Month product per day with Growing Smiles is Xylimelts and Xyligel.